Alright, so this is me and Jake's dairy cattle video, and we decided to do it on locomotion scoring. And so this is going to be a quick guide of just what it's for, and then how to do it, and then look at some examples of cows that fit into the different categories. So first off, what is locomotion scoring? And so basically, you can think of it as just an index of the cow's ability to walk normally. And so what we do is visually score this on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being walk normally and 5 being very lame, they have trouble to walk. And the reason we do this is just to see the changes in behavior of cows and their milk production due to their lameness. So if they can't walk right and it's causing them to produce less milk, we obviously want to do something to fix that. But first, we need to be able to identify it, which this is going to help us do. So moving into how to score. So ideally, a herd should be scored every 30 days. And to ensure consistent results, the same person should score the herd each time. This is so there's not difference in opinion, basically, of different factors. If the cows are going to be changing, you want something to stay constant. And if the person has the same view on each cow consistently and there's something changing with the cows, they'll be able to record that accurately. Um, the herd should be scored at the same location. So like I said, you want to try and keep everything consistent. You don't want different ground that makes them walk differently. Just stuff like that. Moving into category 1, this is going to be the normal walking cow. And so as we play this video, notice the cow's back is flat as it walks. You can imagine a straight line across the back as she's moving. She's not arching the back or doing anything funny like that. And then her strides are also even, and she's not favoring one foot as if she's limping on it. She also maintains a steady head, which are all good notions that this is a normal walking cow. Our second category is going to be mildly lame. And so this might be a little hard to tell from category 1. And in some ways it is similar. So the cow standing still has a level back, but as she starts to walk, she develops an arch. And so as you see in the picture, this is kind of what we're talking about. Still slight, but you can see as the line shows, she has a arched back. And she might also have light favoring of feet or an uneven stride. This is nothing too great, but just something to notice, and that might increase in severity as time goes on. So definitely worth taking note. Looking at category 3 now, this is going to be moderately lame. And so as we'll see in this video, the cow no longer has a straight back while walking. The cow back's going to be arched. And she's also going to be looking like she's limping in that back right leg. This is not something we want, and this is also going to contribute to an irregular walking pattern. As we can see, the categories are increasing in severity, and so we really don't want anything that's going to inhibit the cow from getting from point A to point B. We also don't want to induce any more stress that's going to prevent them producing more milk.
As we move into the categories with locomotion scores of 4 and 5, we start seeing cows with high levels of difficulty moving. Cows in this score range need to be assessed to determine the cause of their lameness. These cows will spend much more time laying down and eat less, thus producing less milk. A herd with a high percentage of cows with locomotion scores of 4 and 5 will cut into profits a great deal. Cows with a locomotion score of 4 have a clearly evident back arch while both standing and walking. When these cows move, they will obviously be favoring certain limbs and make frequent stops. According to a study from UC Davis, cows with a locomotion score of 4 will intake 17% less food and produce 7% less milk on average. Cows with a locomotion score of 5 are severely lame. These cows are very reluctant to move. Their back arch is obvious while both standing and walking. They will avoid putting most, if any, weight on the affected limbs. It is utterly important that cows with a locomotion score of 5 are separated from the rest of the group and receive prompt medical attention to address their difficulties, or else their welfare will greatly suffer. The same UC Davis study found that cows with a locomotion score of 5, on average, will intake 36% less dry matter and produce 16% less milk than cows with a locomotion score of 1. It is important to remember that there are many possible causes of lameness in cows. These include, but are not limited to, trauma and injury, heel issues, such as issues with warts or impaled objects in the hooves, and abdominal and digestive issues. Any cow with a locomotion score of 3 or higher should be examined, and steps should be taken to address the issues the cow has. It's also important to remember these issues are not always isolated solely to the legs and hooves. Me and Chase hope that this video has been informative and has taught you something new. Thank you for watching.